Hey everybody, it's Dr. Intimacy. And I just wanted to share a little bit with you tonight. I know I don't come on here often. I'm busy, but aren't we all? Hi, thanks for joining. I just had something on my heart tonight. I posted something on, hi, thanks for joining. I posted something on my Instagram page today. It was a little meme that I made that said the meme said to find Mrs. Right, first become Mr. Right. To find Mrs. Right, first become Mr. Right. Stop wasting time searching for what you are not yet qualified to acquire or maintain. And that was on my heart this morning, and I wanted to share about that because I do have, being Dr. Intimacy, a lot of people contact me, guys contact me about, and females as well, but I'm just dealing with it from the male perspective right now of men contacting me, having trouble finding the right woman. They want to know how to win a woman's heart and why they keep attracting women that are players or liars, schemers, cheaters, dysfunctional women that don't know how to serve, that don't know how to be wives, and they're really frustrated about the type of woman that they are attracting. And what I have to say about that is that you have to become the person that you want to attract. You can't be Mr. Wrong and expect to attract Mrs. Right. So so the thing of it is that instead of searching for Mrs. Right, you need to search within yourself and make sure that you are qualified to be the husband of somebody that you would consider the right woman. How do you find that right woman? How do you attract that right woman? Well, you have to prepare for her. And I could say the same thing for women as well. You have to prepare to be a husband, not just to get married. You know, a lot of people want to get married and they say, I'm ready to get married. Okay, well, you may feel emotionally ready to get married. You might feel emotionally ready to have a wife, but are you prepared to be a husband? See, there's a difference between being emotionally ready to have a wife and actually being prepared to have a husband. And that's the difference between somebody who is just searching for a good woman to gratify his own needs and someone who is really preparing to be the right man for the right woman. You know, it's real cliche. We hear that saying, I'm looking for Mrs. Right. I'm looking for Mr. Right. When you ask somebody why they're not married yet, why they haven't settled down. Oh, I just haven't found Mr. Right yet. I just haven't found Mrs. Right yet. I haven't found the right one yet. But have you become the right one? Is the question that I want to ask. Have you done the necessary preparation to become the right one? Have you prepared yourself to be a husband? Have you prepared yourself not for a wedding, but for a marriage, okay? A wedding lasts a day, but a marriage is built, needs to be built to last a lifetime. So we put all this preparation in our society. We make such a big fuss over the wedding day. But what about the life of the marriage? Are you prepared to be a husband? Are you prepared to be a wife? You know, being a husband is an office that you sit in. It's a mantle that you wear. It's not just the privilege of having a woman to care for you and serve you and respect you and honor you and submit to you. But it is an office that you sit in. It's a mantle that you have to wear to be a protector, to be a provider, to be a listener, to love your wife as Christ loved the church. And that's a really heavy mandate that is on a man. I want you to think about that. A woman is told to respect her husband. Okay? We are told to respect our husbands. But a man is said, he is told in the Bible to love your wife as Christ loved the church. Now that's a really, really heavy mandate. I want you to just process that for a minute. Love your wife as Christ loved the church. So our mandate is to respect, but yours is to love the way Christ loved us. Now, when you really think about what he did for the church, who was his bride, his wife, he died for her. He gave up everything for her. He gave up everything that he had, everything that he was, all of his ambitions and his self-ambitions and goals. He gave it all to save his wife, to cleanse his wife, to make his wife whole. He loved her unconditionally. He loved her sacrificially. And that is the mandate that is on the husband. And so, women that complain about not wanting to respect their husbands or not wanting to submit, sister, listen. You don't have half the mandate that he has to love you as Christ loved the church. I think, as a woman, we really have it easy. So all I have to do is respect you, because it sounds so easy when you compare it to the mandate that was given to the man to love that woman as Christ loved the church. He had to provide everything for her. He had to teach her. He had to protect her. He had to sacrifice for her. The patience that he had to exhibit with all of her character flaws and issues and weaknesses and her adultery and unfaithfulness and ignorance. And so all of these flaws, and when he came for us to take us as his bride, we were not a pleasing, satisfying wife. We did not satisfy his needs, but we love him because he first loved us. We loved him because he first loved us. And if you really want to know how to really get a woman to respect you and to submit to you, it's through love. The mandate is on you first to love her. It's on you first to love her. And that is how you breathe that deep reverential respect and submission from a woman. And so, if you're out there searching for Mrs. Right, quote unquote Mrs. Right, and you seem to keep attracting the wrong type of woman, it's because you're the wrong type of man. You are going to attract what you are qualified to handle. And I know that that's heavy. You may need to take a deep swallow on that, but you are going to attract, and this goes for women as well, you are going to attract what you are qualified to handle. And so when you begin to look, if you're a single person and you are ready to settle down and really desiring to get married, you're attracting what you're qualified for. So if you look at the people that you're attracting, who's approaching you, who's saying yes when you ask for dates or want to get to know that person a little bit better, those who are saying no, well, that is a reflection of your level of preparedness. And if you don't like who you're attracting, then you need to do some self-evaluation of where you're at in your life and whether or not you're really ready to carry that mantle of a husband, to carry that mantle of marriage. It is a heavy weight to carry. It comes with great reward and great glory, but it also comes with a lot of responsibility. To whom much is given, much is required. And so if you want the type of woman that you see, she's beautiful and admirable, and she's a worshiper, and she gets it done. She takes care of her body. She cooks, she cleans, she works. She's financially successful or very ambitious. Maybe she's really anointed. She can preach good with kids. You can just tell that she would make an excellent wife, excellent mother. And you see all of these things and you say, that's the kind of woman I want. But she's not giving you the time of day. You are not qualified to have that woman. You need to qualify yourself, brothers. You need to qualify yourself so that you can attract a woman and be prepared to give her what she deserves. A woman like that deserves the man that knows how to carry his mantle as a husband, that knows how to live up to the mandate to love your wife as Christ loved the church. So that's what I have to say. I just wanted to give that little nugget out today. This is Dr. Intimacy. Don't forget, or if you don't know, if you know, it may be news to some and an announcement. What did I say? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, what I was gonna say is my radio program comes on every Wednesday. It's Inspired Intimacy Talk Radio every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Central on Fishbowl Radio Network and the Blue Bowl for 2 hours, 9 to 11. These are the kinds of things that I'm discussing, giving insights and wisdom and nuggets on love, life, and intimacy. As a matter of fact, The tagline of the show, exploring the naked truth about love, life, and intimacy, every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. You can get more information about that on the website, inspiredintimacytalkradio.com, inspiredintimacytalkradio.com. And you can listen to some of the replays on our SoundCloud page. But all of that information is on the website. And if you have a question that you'd like for me to address on the show or even here on Periscope, hit me up on email. Matter of fact, you can there's a contact form on the website, and you can actually post a question there, or if it's something a little bit more private, you can email it to me at drintimacy@gmail.com. But I prefer for you to leave to use the contact form on the website, inspiredintimacytalkradio.com. There's a contact form on the contact page, and if the question is not super private, you can put it there and my staff can help me screen it. So I'm more likely to address the question if I have some help screening it and am actually able to get to it. So anyway, this is Dr. Intimacy. I just wanted to give you that little nugget. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook. Make sure you visit the website, inspiredintimacytalkradio.com. Share it with your friends, like the Facebook page, and check me out every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Central on my talk radio show, Inspired Intimacy Talk Radio. I'll check in with you again soon.